Hey guys, the Super Review Show here, and the Forehead is here as well. He's joining us today. Batman, Matt Reeves, who is directing The Batman, has come out recently and said that his Batman is going to be more detective-driven. You have been itching. The moment we started this video, you're like, I have to tell them. I have to tell them what I think. Go.
Well, I think that's actually a very good idea because, there's a lot of great Batman video games like the Arkham Knight, Arkham games. They're detective driven. Like, you need to, go to crime scenes and investigate how the crime happened. And it's kind of like the old Batman.
Yeah.
It's the greatest detective ever.
Yeah.
I love Dark Knight, in my opinion, it's one of my favorite movies, but, it wasn't too much of that. You know what I mean? It's just him, trying to find out the, bad guy. That's really it. No, detective.
It wasn't that detective-y.
Yeah.
It wasn't like that, also the word he used was Noir.
Yeah.
The 30s Gothic feel.
Yeah.
That's how Batman... Look, I can go on, but I'm keep it brief for a sec. I don't know if you knew this. Since Batman came out in 1939, and the reason why his city's called Gotham was because, think about the time period that he was created in. The 30s was a very... As far as the movies go, it was a very... Gothic or cathedral-like era.
Yeah.
Think about that for a sec. And it's the Great Depression, too. And he was born out of that era of hey, here's this guy who fights crime. He's got these cool he's got these cool toys, these cool gadgets, whatever. But at the same time, he was born out of that era, and I love that era of Batman personally because you can go online, you can look at PDFs. You may never get the comic book because the comic book itself is a couple $1 million.
Yeah.
But you can always go online and look at the PDF, and they give you story outlines as well. Hey, the first appearance of Batman, this is what he did. And it's a very... The only thing I can compare it to is the way Ben Affleck portrayed his Batman in Batman v Superman. If you take everything else out of Batman v Superman and you just have Ben Affleck as Batman, you have a great Batman movie.
Yeah.
And that's the Batman we're gonna get with the more he's gonna fight. Of course, he's Ben Affleck. He's gonna kick ass as Batman. But with what you pointed out was very good. The detective driven, and I love that because we haven't seen that yet. The closest we've seen to that was the Dark Knight Rises, whatever.
Yeah.
Certain fingerprints stuff. They touched on it. They didn't go into it, and I love the fact that we're gonna get that.
Yeah, and it can add more to... It can bring Batman to what he originally was. You know what I mean?
It could fit into our modern times with that older aspect.
Yeah, exactly.
So I think... Look, Matt Reeves, I'm glad... this is personally a Batman that I've looked forward to forever. Because when I look at, the different incarnations of the movie Batman, you have 60s Batman with Adam West.
Yeah.
God bless him. But still, he was the campy, cheesy 60s Batman because that was the era it was in. Then you have the 80s Batman with Michael Keaton.
It started to get darker.
It was a darker take.
It was the 80s with the city started to kind of get darker, the crack epidemic and stuff like that. So it's the 80s it got dark again.
Yeah, and they played off that time period.
Yeah.
Then the 90s it got terrible, but with Batman Forever and Batman, they suck ass. Seriously. Then you get to the Christopher Nolan ones, and they were much more. I would call the world real world.
Yeah, exactly.
They were hey, here's these terrorists, and they're coming after you, type of thing.
It was kind of based off the terror.
Exactly. I look at the Dark Knight and I look at that trilogy, and I say, that's a movie and that's a trilogy that is very real world centric with a fictional character. To me, that's the way I look at it. I look at it like they put Batman in our modern world and rooted it in our modern reality, and this is what he would look like.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But now that we're out of that, we're in the new Ben Affleck stuff, and everyone knows my opinion of Ben Affleck. I think he was a terrific Batman. I can't wait to see more of that in the next film. Can't wait. But I think this should be good. I think a Noir-driven Batman detective should be good.
Yeah, go back to that original Batman feel. That's what I want.
Yeah, I want that too, believe me. But what do you guys have to say about this? Please leave all your thoughts on this in the comment section below. We'd love to hear your thoughts. I want to thank the Forehead for being here today. Just a thumbs up.
Yeah, just a thumbs
up. No dab. Alright, anyways, thank you very much for watching this video. If you like what you see here, subscribe to the YouTube channel for all your movie updates, Batman, DC, whatever. And subscribe to us. Like I said, Like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and subscribe to him on YouTube as The Forehead. Thank you very much. So, J-Man, off to work in your face.